Sometimes if you move your if your console moves a little bit, your cartridge isn't like your console's not reading the cartridge correctly when that happens. And sometimes what it'll do is it'll just reset the game over and over and over again. So I made sure everything was okay. And luckily that happened after the run was finished and not during the run. That would have sucked if it was during the run. Alright, let's see if we can try to improve my time. It's not the worst thing in the world if we can't, but, well, I'm gonna give it a try. Why can't Viper be discussed? Because that game sucks. That game sucks. I had to do that game for not the last Big 20 number 9. I had to do that game. Ugh, it was awful. It took 4 hours for me to finish one run. And that one run I finished wasn't even very good. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't like Codename Viper at all. That's probably... I'd say that's probably the worst game I've ever speedran in my life. I'm not paying attention. Alright, there we go. When you get here, you're good. You can just hold, right? Oh yeah, Renegade. Well, I'd say Renegade is better than Codename Viper because it's shorter. Both games, I mean, the games are basically the same as far as, like, if you screw up too many times, then you have to do the whole game again. However, Renegade, it's only a few minutes. Codename Viper is, like, nearly 20. And that's the thing is, like, I don't think anybody even liked Codename Viper that was, like, doing the event. And the world record holder of the game wasn't even in the race, so, yeah. No, I'm for real, dude. I'm for real. I'm being genuine with you, okay? That's what I tried to do with my life. I do think I think Renegade's better than Codename Viper. I mean, both games are terrible. I don't want you to get the idea that I like Renegade, because I don't. Oh, Double Dragon on Game Boy is literally unplayable. That game is... it's literally unplayable. I don't care what anybody says or thinks. It is literally unplayable. It does not work. Nothing in that game works. I do not care what anybody says. It does not work. How that game made it into a Tiny 10 at all baffles me, but I don't know. There we go. Yeah, it's... yeah. At least you beat the game. And anybody who finished Tiny 10 6 can say that they did too. I can't beat that game. I just can't do it. Like it still baffles me how that game was in a list. When there are still some games that I'm surprised haven't been in a Tiny 10. The main one for me being Kid Icarus on Game Boy. I thought that was in a Tiny 10 before. But looking at the list, it's never been in one. It's like, we're gonna ignore Kid Icarus, and instead we're gonna have, you know, Magical Turudo, Turs, whatever that's called, and a bunch of other crap games. Sorry, not sorry. I got it. Okay, so, pay attention. This one enemy is going to scroll more to the right than he should. Alright. So what happens is, I ran past the trigger for the fish to come out. However, if you hit that trigger and there's still an enemy on the screen, that trigger never goes off. So we are smooth sailing going across the sewage. So yeah, Toko, if you are, because I know you said that you wanted to get back into this game, if there's any trick you should learn, I would make a save state or something if you can, like if you're playing on emulator or whatever, make a save state of some sort, give that a few tries. There's a really good visual cue you can use. That helps you get lined up, and you don't have to worry about those fish at all. It's okay if I die here. That's fine. Yeah, Kid Icarus now. Let's put Maru's mission instead. Maru's mission sucks. I hate that game too. Alright. No, but I was legitimately thinking, like, you know, what if I made a Tiny 10 list? What if I made my own list? It's like, okay, well, here's what I would have done, and then we see what Tiny 10 number 10 is, and then I'd be like, okay, well, which of these games were actually put in, which weren't? Because I don't know, there's a few games that I'm like, this should be in the Tiny 10. I'd put Kid Icarus in, I'd put Mickey's Ultimate Challenge in, what else? I guess I would put Donkey Kong Land 3 in. There we go. Did not screw up that time. So if the rest of the stage goes well, then we will save time. You know, I would... This is just a thought. I don't know, like, specifically what game I would put in, but why not put in a fighting game in Tiny 10? Why not? Heck, why not give Shaq Fu a try? And then, so there's also the, because I know Alien 3 is an example, but there's also some games that people were like, you know, oh, well, this game would be fine, however, if you try to do this game blind, it's impossible. But here's the thing, if it's a race, why would you, like, I don't know, like, I think we're past the whole blind thing for races. I'd put Shaq Fu in. I would put Shaq Fu in for a Tiny 10. You can clip that and send it to Belfic. Go ahead. Go ahead. I would put Shaq Fu in a Tiny 10. You heard it here first. He comes from the... Okay, no, he didn't come from the left. No, Shaq Fu, Mickey's Ultimate Challenge, Kid Icarus. Kid Icarus would be like a great final game. What else? Maybe something like Pokemon Silver? Like, why not have a goal where we get up to a certain point in Pokemon Silver? We had Pokemon Blue. Why not Silver? Also, really good time save there. That's good. Fist of the North Star. I've heard of that game. I don't know anything about it, though. And then, so I've never actually played Mulan on Game Boy, but I've heard people say it's hard? It's either hard or not good, or I don't remember what they said. I don't know. It's just, I'd put Alien 3 in, Because it's like, oh, well, this game's hard to do blind. Okay, but if you know the route, then it's a 20-minute game. Like, that's the thing. Like, I think we're kind of past the point of blind. I have to sneeze, I think. Hopefully I mute my mic in time for it. Come on. Okay, I didn't know they could jump up there, too. Make sure you grab this screw if you're gonna come up here. You can just throw it. You press down and B to pick it up. And it's super helpful for these lions, or whatever they are. I don't know, they look like lions to me. If they're not, then Animal Planet can sue me. Yeah, that's the argument there, is like, oh, but Infinite Mystery, because he always does them either blind or semi-blind. But, I don't... Here's the thing, is that if we limit the game list to, like, you know, if we can't, I don't think we should limit lists like that based on who's gonna be at the bottom. And that's not a stab against IM or anything. I love the guy, he's awesome. But I don't know. I guess my point is there's things I would do differently. And that goes for a lot of things. I mean, you guys know that. There's a lot of things in speedrunning that I would do differently. But Adventures of Lolo, yeah. But hang on a second. Am I saving time? 2.5 seconds. That's not a lot, but I can work with it. How many lives do I have, though? I have 2. I need to... I think we're gonna have to game over again. Well, we can get a 21, but yeah. An actual good goal for Quirk. Look, I don't think there's a problem with having really short goals in a Tiny 10, but why, like, Quirk is actually a good game, and instead they're gonna do a full game run of, I don't know, there's just, I don't know, man. I don't get it. But it's like I said, there's things I would do differently. I'm not in charge, I'm not going to pretend like I am, but again, there's just things I would do differently. That's why I actually offer to, like, look into some Game Boy games that haven't been looked at all. And some of them, yeah, definitely are going to be bad. But then there's some that... Like, for example, like Donkey Kong Land 3, I even mentioned that because... I don't remember, maybe it was Mo, maybe it was somebody else. Oops, I forgot to jump there, that was my bad. But they said that they were thinking of finally adding a Donkey Kong Land game, and I'm like, Donkey Kong Land 3 is the best one, and it, like, actually works, and it's, you know, good. Yes, can you believe I'm saying that about a Donkey Kong Land game? I mean, Donkey Kong Land is not country, so it's fine, but that's not the point. And the point is, like, they were just like, oh, but we like Donkey Kong Land 1 more anyway. It's like, okay, then put that in if you like it. Yeah, and that's something I've thought about too, is like, you know, sometimes I'm like, oh, there's things I would do differently. And then sometimes I don't end up doing it. But I don't know. Like, I don't want to just straight up rip off the Tiny 10 or anything like that. I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to be a copycat, which might be ironic given I'm just stealing people's strats for games and running them as fast as I can. But, I don't know. Maybe you guys get the point. I don't know. Where was that first world kill earlier? That was better than the stage 1 kill. I don't want to take too many hits. Okay, well, just take a bunch of hits. This is not the boss. Oh wow, he's running a marathon right now. I'm dead. Yeah. Okay, I can take the death on. Are you kidding me? One more punch was all I needed. You know, maybe I don't need the death on this fight. Maybe I don't need it. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta be careful though. I could, yeah. I might play this a bit safe here. I just want to see if I can try to maybe conserve that last life I have. Wow. Question is, can I take out these next 2 bosses without taking a hit? I'll get 2 health after I defeat the purple... whatever those are. But I gotta get through this boss. I have to get through both bosses, actually, before we get there. If he comes from the right, I'm not jumping him. Because we keep having problems. Yeah, and that's why I do gotta run them all. It is sort of based off of some other people's challenges, but it's my own thing. People are like, oh, I'm gonna beat every game, or, you know, I'm gonna do whatever. It's like, I'm going to speed run as many games as possible. Because there are people out there that, you know, there are people out there like me who don't like sticking to just one game. We find that really boring, and that's all people expect when they go into streams like that, is they just want that one game. If you're not playing it, they wonder why. If you're playing that game, then they want you to play something else. It's just a mess. I don't know what that is, but they are never on the right side. I think that was a female, I'm sorry. They did it twice. I don't know. Again, I don't know if there's like a... I get 2 health back if I can... Alright. I think we might lose time on this split. But if I can survive, then that's fine. We just need to survive here. That was kind of a mess anyway. Got a couple hits there. I didn't get hit, but I didn't hit him either, so... I should have stayed away. What a weird lightning bolt. Come on. I'm not getting hardly any hits. One more cycle, maybe? There we go. Dang, we're gonna lose a little bit of time, but whatever. I'll get over it.
Ow!
Alright, we're looking at a 21 here, if we can get it. Or at least get this quick kill. Or not quick kill, but just kill. Yeah. You can base your ideas off of other people as long as you make it your own. Like, you've got to show why, like, you don't have to be completely original, but you have to show why are you different from somebody else. So when people see Gotta Run 'Em All, and they're like, why are you different than other people who do other challenges? I try to speedrun as many games as I can. I want to have the most speedruns out of anybody. Alright, here we go. That's 3 hits. I think it's 17 for this fight. That's 7, I think. I need 10 more. I do not want to choke this, so I might play a bit safe. There's not much to this, but you don't want to choke it. Alright.
You did it! You did it! I knew you would! I just knew you would!
I'll take it. I'll take it. And I had to take 1 game over in last battle. If I had 3 lives going into the last battle, I wouldn't have game overed, but... Thanks for the GGs.